Each of us has our own zodiac sign which reveal who we are. The 12 signs of the zodiac not only reveal your personality traits and characteristics, but also show you that, very possibly, your zodiac could be hiding a monster within. No matter how many strengths a zodiac sign may have, deep within their soul, there exists a hidden aspect that few people know about. Are you curious about what kind of monster is lurking inside you, hidden behind what is called your zodiac sign? By the way, I will show you a very cool view about your zodiac sign. If you look closely enough at any sign of the zodiac, you may see something even better. A wonder of the universe. Be patient, because what is inside each zodiac sign will be revealed very soon. Let's start with Aries, March 21st, April 19th. Aries has an anger that is ready to be unleashed at any time. That is the first thing that comes to everyone's mind when they mention Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, ruled by the house of self. With that responsibility of leading the zodiac, they must pick up the torch and pave the way. This fire sign has the ability to move mountains if they so choose, with the passion, drive, and persistence of the ram that represents them. Ruled by Mars, the god of war, Aries also has a darker side filled with turbulence if left unchecked. Aries are known for their fiery tempers, jealousy, and impatience. They can be moody or impulsive when feeling down. Considering the duality of human nature, it's understandable that an Aries can be a passionate leader and also a passionate fighter. These traits serve them well, but require awareness of how they react in different situations and a willingness to listen even when they think they are right. Are you curious about what astronomical oddities lurk in Aries? It's an alien world with 4 sunsets. You know, Aries love competition, and the gas giant 30 Ari BB, nestled about 146 light-years from Earth in the constellation Aries, is no exception. The massive exoplanet has not 1, not 2, but 4 suns in its sky. How does one planet score 4 suns? In this case, 30 Ari BB orbits a star in a binary system, a star system where 2 stars orbit around a common point. It turns out that this binary system orbits the same center of gravity as another binary system about 100 million miles away, making all 4 stars part of one big quadruple star system. Astronomers have discovered only one other quadruple star system like it in the universe, making 30 Ari BB extremely rare. Taurus, April 20th, May 20. People born under this zodiac sign are down to earth, reliable, and stable. You can commit to long-term projects and relationships and work hard for life goals. However, the monster hides inside Taurus the stubborn and selfish. They will take down anyone that gets in their way, and like a raging bull, you don't stand a chance against them. Stubborn and rigid at times, the Taurus is accurately represented by the bull. Imagine a bull for a moment. Powerful, firm, stubborn, unyielding, and unmoving, unless they want to. The Taurus is incredibly driven and reliable, and has the ability, power, and perseverance to achieve anything they want. This earth sign is ruled by Venus, the love goddess. And though the Taurus may not seem sexual, like the images conjured around a Scorpio, their sensuality comes in a raw, physical form and energy. Earth signs all deal with elements of rigidity and wanting things to go their way. Too much earth can leave you feeling stuck if you don't bring in some water, air, and fire to balance that energy. A Taurus would do well to continue honoring the traits that allow them to carve out their own path, no matter how difficult, while also finding balance by seeking ways to be more flexible and let go of the little things. And what does the universe hide in Taurus? A supernova graveyard. It's fortunate that Taurus and Cancer are such compatible signs because there's a big gassy crab nipping at the space bull's horns. The Crab Nebula, or what we often know as Messier 1 or M1, is the remnant of a 1,000-year-old supernova explosion, the violent death of a star that can no longer support its own mass, located over the southern horn of Taurus. Beauty-loving bulls will be happy to know that such explosions create bright blasts of gas that can linger in the sky for tens of thousands of years or more. Even now, the gas in M1 is expanding outward at about 4.8 million km/h. Gemini, May 21st, June 20th. On one hand, Gemini folks are fun, friendly, and adventurous, eager to embark on new experiences and to be every party's life and soul. On the other hand, the huge problem of Gemini is they are a wild card, and you will truly never know which personality you will face in a day. Gemini is represented by the celestial twins, duality, or two sides of the same coin. They can be creative and social in one moment, and anxious, serious, and restless in another. This air sign holds true to their element, lacking the roots that the earth brings, and flitting from one project, one hobby, one interest, or one partner to the next. They need adventure and novelty, but also intelligence and humanity. A Gemini may struggle with commitment and anxiety, so it's vital for them to have an awareness of when and what these feelings are cropping up, so they can maintain longevity in the things and people they pursue. In relationships, finding someone who allows them freedom and isn't jealous, but is also practical and grounded like an earth sign, would be ideal. Besides these things, Gemini is also the great clown in the sky. Geminis are youthful, curious, and fun. Add horrific and menacing to that list, and you've got a pretty apt description of the Clown Face Nebula, a cackling gas cloud located in Gemini about 5,000 light-years from Earth. Also known as the Eskimo Nebula, the Clown Face Nebula is a planetary nebula, a bright cloud of ionized gas surrounding a dying star, made of two enormous, concentric rings. The rings are rimmed with furry filaments that stretch on for light years, making the nebula resemble a tiny head wrapped in a parka hood or a clown's creepy painted visage. Laugh or cry if you like, but those fuzzy puffs of gas are so complex that scientists struggle to explain why they exist, much like real clowns. Cancer, June 21st, July 22nd. Cancerians are sensitive and loyal people with a nurturing heart that cares for all the loved ones. Although it's hard for a Cancerian to open up to strangers, you're a good listener and will always offer shoulders to the one who needs it. You have some dark personality traits. Turn your back on Cancer and you'll be cut out for good. When Cancer gives up on you, they make sure your life is a living hell. All the sentiment they once felt for you turns into pure negative energy. Because of their extreme sensitivity and attachment to people, they can become suspicious very easily and take their insecurity out on you. That's the monster hides within Cancer. Water signs all live in the emotional underworld in some capacity. Cancer is one of the more emotional water signs. It's ruled by the moon, which influences the tides, so imagine a Cancer's emotions as such, constantly in flux. This can be exhausting and lead to feeling depressed and withdrawing from the people in their lives. As a Cancer, it's important to be aware of what causes a shift in emotions and perspective. When things feel out of balance, addressing the issues before they get out of hand will ease some of the heartache that can sometimes plague this sign. Cancer is so picky, but at the same time, they are a precious gem of the earth, being dubbed a world of diamonds or lava. Cancers can be hard to get to know, and astronomers are having the same problem with the constellation's most famous exoplanet. Located just 40 light-years away, 55 Cancri is roughly twice as large as Earth and orbits its home star every 18 hours or so. That means the planet is super hot, thousands of degrees Fahrenheit on its night side alone, and probably has a pretty extreme composition. How extreme? Nobody really knows. Prior studies have hypothesized that the inscrutable planet is made completely of diamond, or else has only half an atmosphere, or maybe a surface perpetually oozing with lava. Alas, we'll just have to get closer to the planet before it opens up to us. Leo, July 23rd, August 22. The lion symbolized Zodiac are outstanding leaders with huge hearts that draw people in. Leo natives are extroverts, outgoing and love to take the spotlight, making you excellent entertainers who confidently follow their passions. While on the other hand, you are considered to be extremely self-centered and attention-seeking, making you appear superficial and high maintenance, especially to your partners and friends. No one's bite is more vicious than a Leo's, especially when you've betrayed them. They may be self-centered, but they're loyal too, and they don't take kindly to being used. If you do not treat a Leo like a king or queen, you can be sure to experience some next-level savagery. The king of the jungle is one of the most exuberant and fiery of the zodiac. As a natural-born leader, a Leo tends to take the reins and try to control situations. This expectation and command of control are accompanied by all of the usual pitfalls of holding power. It's important for Leo to notice when they're trying to control a situation that isn't their responsibility, like someone else's life and choices. Leos are compassionate, driven, and generally warm human beings. Their fire burns bright, so developing an awareness for those that are quieter or more passive and using their power to lift others up would. For your information, Leo is a runaway star. Stubborn like a true Leo, this runaway star in the Lion constellation is literally shoving space aside as it tries to escape its neighborhood at 329,000 km/h. The star, named CW Leonis and located about 310 light-years from Earth, is moving so fast you can see it creating a bow shock, a wave of energy that pushes interstellar matter aside like the front of a boat cutting through water in this satellite image taken in ultraviolet light. Where are you going, little star? Astronomers are too intimidated to ask, but they think CW Leonis has been charging forward for about 70,000 years now. It shows no signs of stopping. Virgo, August 23rd, September 22nd. People born under this sign have a brilliant and organized mentality, making you excel in any job that requires logic and precision. Virgos are detail-oriented and attentive, always delivering a perfect job as no mistake is overlooked. You're also humble and helpful, ensuring that your surroundings are always in optimal condition. But Virgos are delicate, which means they'll flip out over anything and make you regret every decision you ever made that has led you here. They consider themselves perfect and will judge anyone, anywhere. Any detail-oriented, sometimes perfectionist Virgos are a very efficient bunch. True to their earth sign, they're grounded, a little rigid, organized, conservative, and hard-working. Below the surface, they're passionate and have a deep sense of humanity. That said, Virgos must be watchful of their emotional health. All of that thinking and planning can easily tip over into overthinking, worry, and anxiety. Their cautious nature can exacerbate this problem, always thinking of what could go wrong and planning around it. When Virgo balances out their traits, rather than leaning too far any which way, they're very successful and wonderful friends to have. Time. You can count on it. So, what does the universe talk about this guy? Don't be too surprised whenever you hear that Virgo is called the biggest hat in the universe. It's not often that you see a Virgo making a scene, or a black hole wearing a hat. Well, behold Messier 104, the Sombrero Galaxy. This quirky galaxy is a bright bulge of stars surrounded by a perfectly symmetrical ring of dust reminiscent of a sombrero's rim. This dust serves as an enormous nursery for baby stars, but the real hotspot is at the sombrero's center, where a black hole with 1 billion times the mass of the sun constantly spills electromagnetic radiation into space. It's rare to see a Virgo spill anything without cleaning it up, but at least this galactic mess is 29 million light-years away. Libra, September 23rd, October 22nd. Libra natives are incredibly charming, pleasant, and creative people. You have excellent taste, especially in fashion and decor. You also make good hosts and know how to mediate conflicts due to your objective and pro-justice natures. Libra knows how to charm, but be careful of them behind closed doors when their true self comes out to play. Libra is the fakest sign and knows how to get what they want. They don't care who they hurt in the process. Libra values harmony, equality, and balance in all aspects of their life. With this need for harmony, they're sometimes at risk of being too passive and allowing others to get what they want just to keep the peace. Their fear of turbulence can lead to indecisiveness and a fear of confrontation. This air sign makes a wonderful friend and listener, always providing a diplomatic response during difficult times. They value the finer things in life, as well as having a partner to share life with. Being mindful of their need for harmony is essential in relationships, so that they don't sacrifice their truth in order to maintain cooperation and peace. The big surprise is here. Libra has two mirages of Earth. Two Earth-like worlds circling the distant star Gliese 581 could have the right stuff to sustain life. Or they could be illusions. Gliese 581 is a red dwarf about 20 light-years into the constellation Libra and may have as many as 6 planets spinning around it. Two of those potential planets, Gliese 581d and 581Gi, appear to sit in the star's habitable zone, or the Goldilocks sweet spot where a planet is neither too hot nor too cold to have liquid water. Worlds like these are rare, and some astronomers believe the pair of planets may not exist at all. According to one study, Gliese 581d and 581G might just be a mirage caused by flickering sunspots on their local star's surface. So these two worlds are either hugely exciting or hugely disappointing. Let's settle this like a Libra and just agree they're hugely something. Scorpius, October 23rd, November 21. People with this sign are loyal, passionate, and committed. There's no challenge that Scorpios cannot overcome, for you have an iron will and resilience that makes you conquer all the objectives. But you do harbor a dark side full of hatred, a thirst for revenge, jealousy, and depression. You haven't seen someone get revenge until you've seen a Scorpio. They will stop at nothing to destroy someone who has wronged them. This even means that they'll go down themselves if necessary. The Scorpios are a misunderstood crew of mysterious humans, and the fact that a Scorpion represents them doesn't ease any of the fears and darkness that surround this water sign. Scorpio seems to thrive in the shadows, in constant metaphorical death and rebirth. Because of that, they've received somewhat of a bad reputation that they're manipulative and cruel. Scorpios do have a knack for achieving results by subtle manipulation, but most often it's done in a way that isn't harmful for others. It has to do with strategy, charisma, and intellect, which aren't bad things. Of course, this power could be used maliciously, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Sounds so interesting because Scorpius is also called the non-stop nova. Passionate and persistent, a Scorpio does not give up on a relationship, nor do the stars of Scorpii, a stellar partnership where one star is endlessly giving, and the other star is dead. Scorpii is a recurrent nova, a rare class of double-star system where a white dwarf, it means the shriveled husk of a dead star, continuously pulls in matter from a neighboring star, then sneezes it out again in a brilliant blaze every few decades or so. The result is a constantly brightening and dimming twinkle in the sky that's easily mistaken for the birth of a new star, but is actually just the perverse dance of a stellar corpse and its captive mate. Scorpii is an especially active romance, lighting up the sky at least 7 times in the past 150 years, most recently in 2010. Sagittarius, November 22nd, December 21st. A Sagittarius person is known for her optimistic and cheerful personality that doesn't seem to have a dark side. Sagittarius natives always find inspiration in all their challenges and share their adventurous spirit with everyone they meet. Sagittarius thinks they are moral, but that's their greatest downfall. They don't see what's wrong with their actions, and they do plenty of harm. The worst part is that you can't convince them of their mistakes. These individuals have zero filters, and they will say just about anything without giving a thought to how it will affect those around them. These fiery travelers seek out all the adventure that life has to offer. They thrive in environments where they have the freedom to do what they want, when they want. They aren't known for tact and will share their heart when necessary, although they do try and deliver that truth in a digestible way. As a fire sign, it's important to be aware of your own power so that your bright, burning glow doesn't dim the light of others. A Sagittarius loves freedom and adventure, which can make it difficult to maintain close friendships at times, so finding those willing to journey with them is important. The universe put Sagittarius in the name of the monster at the center of the galaxy. Sagittarians like to keep a tight circle of friends, and there's no tighter circle than the black hole at the center of the Milky Way, also known as Sagittarius A star. Nestled deep in the Hunter constellation, our supermassive black hole is sort of like the glue that holds the galaxy together. The region around the galactic center is about 1 billion times denser with stars than our corner of the Milky Way, and all that gas and dust makes Sagittarius A star impossible to see directly from Earth. However, scientists can see the structure's throbbing energy signature as it gulps down surrounding matter at near light speed. Sometimes it eats too fast and burps up gargantuan bubbles of radiation. Sometimes it plays with its food and returns it to the kitchen, pulling stars in just close enough to transform their composition and then sending them on their way. Like many Sagittarians, the whole is fickle and uncompromising, and we'd be very sad without its company. Capricorn, December 22nd, January 19th. These individuals have numerous qualities such as ambition, devotion, kindness, and a responsible and committed personality. While on the other hand, you are defined as a focused person on your professional front and completely forget to deal with your emotions. Capricorn is a tortured mind, and they hide the pain they keep inside. They'll give up a chance at love to advance their career, but by the time they realize what they really want, it's too late. This earth sign stays true to its roots that are deep within the earth and sometimes immovable. The Capricorn is a serious and hard-working person. They're intelligent and usually know all the right answers. This knowing can lead to rigidity in thinking that their way is the only way. As an unyielding earth sign, it's important for the Capricorn to be willing to be wrong and to find flexibility in what they want so that others can have a say. Relationships can be a struggle if these tendencies are left unchecked, but with some awareness, they make for wonderful, grounded, calm, and successful partners and friends. This is indeed a crowded and complicated constellation, as it is known as the 3 self-destructing siblings. If you're expecting order from a constellation that's half goat and half mermaid, prepare to be disappointed. Consider Capricornus's most handsome galaxy group, HCG 87. The cluster of 3 gravitationally bound galaxies looks nice and tidy in family portraits like this one, but astronomers know that the familial harmony is only temporary. Within the next billion years, the 3 figures will rip each other to bits in a chaotic pileup, turning the galactic trio into one giant mess of stars. After a billion years of staring at the same galaxies every day, there could be worse outcomes. Aquarius, January 20th, February 18. People born under this sign are of a kind. You're innovative, intelligent, and possess a humanitarian heart that firmly believes that all people have equal rights. Although these Aquarius natives are quite friendly, as they tend to be detached from their emotions and therefore from their relationships. Feelings and emotions are trapped that threaten your freedom, so you prefer to approach everything through your intellect, closing the doors to your heart. Aquarius is narcissistic, lacks compassion, and distances themselves emotionally. They never stop to think how their actions may affect others and end up destroying themselves along the way. You may notice a cold chill around Aquarius, and it's not just because of their winter birthday. They have a super difficult time trusting people and come across as insensitive because of this. As much as we want to think everyone is inherently good, maybe we're inherently evil. An Aquarius is a person whose strengths can just as easily become their weaknesses. They're a quirky and temperamental air sign who are truly free-spirited. As someone who enjoys freedom, they can easily tip into being flaky because they want to move at their own pace. This inconsistency is understandable at times, but can lead to tension within relationships if the inconsistency is consistent. Aquarius is one of the more creative of the zodiac, making great artists and activists. They're highly sensitive people who take a while to warm up, but once comfortable, they become incredible friends who love intellectual and mental stimulation. If you look closely at Aquarius, you'll see it resembles an eye staring at you with a fiery red pupil. That is why it is called the Eye of God, or the Eye of Sauron. Aquarians are an observant lot. A crafty Aquarian could probably look at this photo of the Helix Nebula, for example, and see an enormous, terrifying eye staring into the depths of their souls. The Helix Nebula, located 700 light-years away in Aquarius, has been compared to the Eye of Sauron and the Eye of God. It's actually just a dead star cloaked in dust, and it takes on a fearsome pupil shape thanks to the star's infrared glow. It's spooky, though not nearly as spooky as the Skull and Crossbones Nebula lurking in the Puppies constellation. Pisces, February 19th, March 20th. Pisces natives are highly sensitive, compassionate, and spiritual people. These individuals have a developed intuition that lends you to help the people around you even if you don't know them personally, but you do have a dark side as well. Piscean natives tend to sacrifice themselves for others and then play the victim in order to get what they want. You are skilled manipulators, making others feel sorry for you. You also tend to avoid your problems and are prone to depression, which can lead to substance addiction. Pisces thinks they are open about their often split personality, but even they don't understand the depths of their dark side. Pisces is like two fish swimming in opposite directions. Pisces are highly creative beings by nature, so don't be surprised by their quick and innovative manipulation. They want to be good, but they are all too tempted by the darkness. The gentle and solid Pisces is a great friend to have. As a water sign, they thrive around all things water and can become ruled by emotions if they aren't mindful. They're tolerant, intuitive, and excellent listeners, but may struggle with absorbing the emotions of others and taking on someone else's problems unnecessarily. Pisces are highly sensitive and may struggle to hear any criticisms about themselves. With some awareness about their emotions, as well as about what kind of support they're willing to provide someone, meaning not being someone's emotional dumping ground, they can lead a full and emotionally healthy life. This guy is also called a perfect whirlpool. A romantic Pisces will probably try to woo you with a line about how you are made of stardust. That's very nice. Nothing is sexier to an astronomy fan than dust. But for a more rewarding cosmic encounter, we suggest turning your attention to the Phantom Galaxy, as known as M74, nestled 32 million away in the constellation Pisces. The Phantom Galaxy has been described as the perfect spiral galaxy, but really, it's just the perfect view of one. From Earth, astronomers can see the galaxy's golden center and graceful spiral arms head-on, offering an unobstructed look at the galaxy's 100 billion stars. It's a gorgeous sight, but not nearly as gorgeous as you.